1949, thousands of Americans joined the stampede for California gold. Across the wild desolation of the Great Plains rolled the covered wagons with a vast tide of empire. Time and again, death-striking savages took their grim toll, making the white man pay dearly for his invasion of their last free hunting ground. Still the tide rolled on, the faster wheels of the stagecoach quickening its roaring rhythm. But by 1860, the people of the West were crying for a swifter communication system between St. Joseph, Missouri, terminal of railroad and telegraph, and to California, still 2,000 miles away. To meet their demands, the firm of Russell, Majors, and Waddell organized the Pony Express, one of the greatest ventures in the annals of American enterprise.
Johnny Fry, age 21, height 5'11", weight 125 pounds. Experience satisfactory. All right, Alex. Mr. Majors will swear you in.
Thank you, sir.
Raise your right hand. Do you hereby swear that while you're in the employ of Russell, Majors, and Waddell, that you will use no profane language, drink no intoxicating liquor, conduct yourself honestly, and be faithful to your duties, so help you God?
Yes, sir, Mr. Majors.
You'll carry this Bible at all times, also a pistol to be used only in case of direst necessity. Mr. Bolivar Roberts, our superintendent, will instruct you further.
Thank you, sir. That man there says I'm too heavy, sir, but I'm young and I'm wiry and I can ride with the best of them. And I don't swear either, sir, nor drink, nor chew tobacco, or...
Well, I'm glad to hear that, my boy. What is your weight?
150, sir.
Oh, I'm sorry, but our limit is 125. We have our horses to consider, you know.
And you'd have to ride 100 miles or better at a stretch with 6 or 7 changes of horses. A few hours rest at your home station and back again with a return mail. So you see, that requires light as well as experienced riders.
But I'm practically raised on a horse, sir, and I'm sure I could make good if I was just given a chance.
What's your name, young man?
Cody, sir. Bill Cody. You see, Dad was killed in the Indian War, leaving my mom and sisters, and, well, I sort of hoped I could ride for the Pony Express, sir.
Roberts, I think maybe old Nevada Jim could use this boy as a stock tender.
A stock tender? That isn't a riding job, is it, sir?
No, but you would be working for the Pony Express.
I'll take it, sir. Maybe I'll get a chance to ride later on.
All right. Report to Mr. Roberts tomorrow morning.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
That kid's got spunk. He'll get along.
I wish I could say the same for this enterprise.
You will, Alex.
200 stock stations with men to tend them. 80 riders, 500 thoroughbred horses, and $100,000 in gold before the first pony's been saddled.
Never mind. With mail at $5 per half ounce. We'll get returns. Roberts, you leave for Sacramento on tomorrow night's stage. Line up the California stations. Your first pony is to leave with mail for the East at noon on April the 3rd. The westbound rider will leave St. Joe at the same time.
On April 3rd, 1860, Mayor Jeff Thompson formally opened a service that was to play so vital a part in the winning of the West.
It's up to you now, son. You'll have to change horses 7 times between here and Seneca, Kansas. And that's 80 miles. And you'll have to arrive there on schedule.
Don't worry, sir. I'll hit it on time.
Good luck.
Goodbye, boy.
In faraway Sacramento, at the other end of the line, another young pony rider was ready to take the long trail eastward.
Go to it, kid. Your relief ride will be waiting for you at Placerville.
Yes, sir.
Take her away! Well, Sheriff, California is going to be a part of the Union now.
That depends on what union you refer to, sir.
I don't know who you are, mister, but I'm wanting to know what you mean.
Colonel Joseph Brandon of Virginia, sir. My associate, Mr. Tipton Walton. I mean, sir, the southern states are sure to secede, and I reckon California will go right along with them.
Then you reckon wrong. California is loyal to the Washington government. No loudmouth agitator's going to change her.
Never mind, Walton. There'll be time for real argument later. Good day, gentlemen. Cut the gunplay, Tip. Spoil everything.
I never took that from any Jasper in Texas.
That's why you can't go back.
I got to admit, you can sure handle this Virginia gentleman stuff, Joe. Why, these Southern sympathizers, they think you're the real thing.
Once we get them organized, they'll pull this state out of the Union fast enough. Then we can start running slaves and collecting our share of this California gold.
I reckon we can afford a drink on that.
You do have an idea now and then, Tip.
Day and night, the Pony Express pounded across the wind-swept spaces of the Great Plains, where slower mounted red men soon learned it was hopeless to pursue. Clipping 2 weeks off the fastest stagecoach record, this chain of fearless young riders blazed a 2,000-mile trail in the amazing time of 10 days. St. Joe in California, the muddy Missouri, and the bright Pacific were close linked by the flying ponies. A new era had come to the West.
Was that a man or a phantom?
Here he comes. All right, Bob.
At a small way station in Nevada, some weeks later.
It could have reminded me of a horse I used to ride after Buffalo. I recollect the time
Now, listen a minute, Nevada. If you're gonna start another one of those long-winded buffalo hunts of yours, wait till tonight, will ya? On account of I've got work to do.
being stock tender for the Pony Express ain't work. It's the rider that gets all that.
But they haven't been penned up here with you for 2 months listening to your tall tales of Injun and buffalo.
Them wasn't tales, but the solemn truth.
Now, wait a minute, Nevada. I've been keeping count on you the last couple of weeks, and how many buffalo do you figure you killed single-handed?
Counting engines?
Just buffalo.
Well, I ain't exactly kept count, but, guess we'll have to give Stone a medal way ahead of time.
Oh, in Stone. Don't ride like him. Johnny Fry. Hiya, Johnny! Hello, Billy. Ain't Nevada Jim's cooking killed you yet? No, but his lies about Injun and buffalo are sure wearing me down.
Where's Stone?
Horse rolled over on him. Broke his leg.
Too bad. Any news out east?
Republicans have nominated a fellow named Lincoln. Looks like the South's getting ready to pull out of the Union. How they go? Yeah! I'm sure glad he's on this run. Maybe he'll help me get a riding job.
Lincoln, huh? Must be that prairie lawyer from Illinois. Might get elected, too.
Well, that would help me get a riding job, Nevada.
They'll be making war, Billy. And once more, California may pull out of the Union. And all their gold will go to the South. Appears to me they're gonna have trouble out there.
2 days later, in Sacramento.
Careful. Right here's all right. Tell us about it, Sonny.
Ambush. The whole trail's alive with Paiutes.
Old Chief Winnemucca's tribe, eh?
Important dispatch. Mr. Lincoln's mom.
Here, take him inside. Get a doctor, quick.
Well, it looks like hard luck.
For you, Randall. Mr. Lincoln's going to run for president.
You mean to tell me they put up that abolitionist?
And if he's elected, California's gold will stay in his union.
You ain't worried about Lincoln being elected, are you?
If he is, plenty of people have changed their mind and try to keep California in the Union.
There's enough Southern sympathizers in the state legislature right now to push through a vote for secession. And we'll keep agitating.
Trouble is, the legislature won't convene till the middle of November. The presidential election's on the 8th. Pony Express may get the results through before the secession vote comes up.
There might be ways of stopping the Pony Express riders.
November 8th to November 15th. Tip, that's the best idea you ever did have. Old Chief Winnemucca is doing all he can to stop him now. I reckon he'll listen to reason.
Through the months that followed, the Pony Express maintained its rigid schedule on the dangerous overland trail. But Russell now realized it could not succeed without government aid.
Net loss of $25,000 a month. And now they run a telegraph line from Sacramento to Fort Churchill, Nevada. I tell you, we can't go on without a government mail contract.
By heaven, I've got it. If we can get the election results to the Fort Churchill Telegraph in 8 days, we'll have a great selling point. And Congress may be willing to give us a mail contract.
A message that's sure to decide the secession issue in California. and perhaps the fate of our nation.
Listen, Alex, with the election still 2 weeks off, we have time to arrange for a speed record to Fort Churchill.
If the Indians and the weather let us through.
And nothing must stop the pony this time, Alex. Nothing.
You tell Winnemucca there'll be more guns, more firewater. But his warriors must guard all trails, not let white riders pass.
On the night of November 8th, 1860, in the St. Joe Telegraph Office.
Kentucky. I'm speaking Douglas. How about Lincoln? Not a chance. Yeah, Lincoln.
Abraham Lincoln elected president.
Thus began the ride that was to change the destiny of a nation. 7 days later, Bolivar Roberts arrived at Nevada Jim Station in northern Nevada.
Oh, Bolivar. What you doing away out here?
Saddle another horse, Cody. When Fry comes in, you're making a ride to Mountain Springs.
You mean I'm gonna ride and carry the mail?
You're gonna ride guard for Johnny Fry and carry 2 guns. Hurry up now and get your horse ready. Yes, sir, Mr. Roberts. Rustle some grub, Nevada. Reckon I could use some breakfast.
Sir.
Hurry it up, Nevada.
I'll have it in a jiffy, but what's all the hurry? What's eating you, Bolivar?
Plenty. There's important election news coming through, and the Paiutes are throwing up smoke signals from here to Castle Rock.
Old Winnemucca on the warpath again?
Yeah, and I can't understand it. We made a special treaty with him just to keep our trails clear. We've got to get this news through in record time.
Indians. They're slipping in us along that ridge. They're all carrying rifles, right?
Ain't much danger done. I never saw an Indian yet could shoot a rifle straight. There's one of them now.
Wait. Cody, you've got to take a chance. Slip out the back way to the spring as though you're after water. Then call through the thicket and stop Fry. Tell him to circle wide around the station or he'll ride right into a trap.
Yes, sir, Mr. Roberts.
Here, take his extra gun.
Thank you, Nevada.
Get those mailbags. Tough luck, Johnny. That's only my shoulder. Patch it up and I'll be on my way.
Reckon not, son. We're completely surrounded. If I know Indians, they'll wait till dark and then close in and try and finish us.
Only 187 miles to the telegraph at Fort Churchill and this had to happen.
It's our chance to get out of here. Get the kid out the back way. I'll stay here and cover.
But young Bill Cody found no relief rider awaiting him at Mountain Springs, only death and devastation. He rode on, changing horses where he could, determined that the vital message he carried must go through. Meanwhile, in Sacramento, the issue of secession was rapidly approaching a crisis.
Gentlemen, I give you California, soon to become a part of our glorious South.
We'll be voting for it, Colonel.
And if we want slavery, I reckon we'll have it.
If Lincoln's elected, you'll change your tune.
After our legislature convenes, sir, perhaps you'll change yours.
Late that afternoon, Bill arrived at Castle Rock, the last home station before Fort Churchill. Surely here the long-expected relief must be waiting.
Where's the stock, Joe?
Engines drove them off. Killed Barney.
Joe. Joe.
By dawn of the second day, grimly fighting his weariness and pain, the gallant young rider had almost reached his goal.
Well, gentlemen, we'll soon be due at the Capitol building. We better make that the last.
All right, here's the secession, men.
Fort Churchill.
Lincoln's elected. Get the telegraph operator. Hurry!
Corporal of the guard, post number 1.
Here, take this. I'll take care of him.
Well, not that we distrust you, gentlemen, but Walton and I just go along to see that you do your duty.
Abe Lincoln elected! Abraham Lincoln, President of the United States!
Why, you're a crazy man. With the Indians on the warpath, the news couldn't possibly get here that soon.
Here it is. The Pony Express brought it to Fort Churchill in 7 days and 17 hours.
Thus did the Pony Express help save California for the Union. But Civil War brought demands for even faster communication between East and West. And soon the gallant pony gave way before the magic of the transcontinental telegraph. After 19 months of riding the overland trail without government aid or a cent of profit to its backers, the Pony Express was formally disbanded in October 1862 at St. Joe, Missouri.
Well, I reckon there's nothing left to do now but join the Army.
Army? Huh, me? I'm going back to hunting buffalo where a man can use his brain. My young friend Buffalo Bill is coming along with me, ain't you, huh?
So you've been believing old Nevada's lies all along, huh?
Huh?
Buffalo Bill Cody. It's got kind of a nice sound, hasn't it, Johnny?